I'm going to be talking a little bit about some of the new features that we've rolled out recently. There are a good amount of these features that we're going to be getting into in subsequent presentations. The three categories that we pretty much have deployed some of our newer features in are engagement and communication with customers, productivity for your users to be able to do their job faster, and then data, metrics, platform specifications that make the system a lot more powerful. So when it comes to engagement, there's quite a lot that we've implemented over the past 6 months or so. And while I'm not going to go through everything, I'll definitely highlight a few things that I think are really, really good quality of life features that are going to be helpful here. So most recently, we introduced the concept of syncing emails within deals for contact roles. So traditionally speaking, whenever you are managing an opportunity or a deal within the system and you needed to incorporate email conversations from various contacts who might be part of that deal, you were kind of stuck with just the one main contact and their emails being shown within that opportunity. Now you're able to, if you're adding other contacts as contact roles within that deal, all of their emails will sync within that deals module as well. So that's been a long-awaited feature. I'm really happy that we've set it up. We've also enabled email synchronization within the vendors module recently as well. This was another asked feature for a really, really long time, so I'm really glad that we have it here. We also have created an email deliverability and scoring capability. So as you're automating different emails within your CRM, whether it's through workflows, sending out mass emails, or any of those, you're going to be able to manage how the deliverability is, if there's anything that you need to do to maybe improve that, and you'll have a dashboard as an administrator to take some action on it as well. Also, within a contact record or any record within the system, we've revamped what the history and the timeline looks like. This has been available, I think, for a couple of months now, if not more recently, but what we've done is we're able to now filter out a lot of those different requests a lot easier and be able to see every single interaction a little bit better. And on top of that, we're also able to see this view of interactions between someone internally to a customer and how the customer responded. So the ones on the right in the blue are actions that a user has taken, and the ones on the left in the green are the ones that the customer has done. So if they replied to an email, or if they went on your website, or if they logged a phone call or something like that, all of that would be shown there. I'm just going to quickly go into one of my contacts here. So I got Michael Scott, and as you can see here, we can take a look at all of the different interactions that they might have. You could filter it out based on a lot of different things, whether it's emails, calls, desk tickets, social media requests, and quite a few other things that you might turn on within the system. You can filter that out for your specific users as well, drill down to a specific time frame if you wanted to, and you'll be able to just see what the interaction has been like. Same thing with the history. We're going to be able to take a look at pretty much everything here. We can specify the modules that we want to look at within it, and then just apply that filter there really, really easily. One other nifty thing is, across these different changes that have been made, let's just say that you received an email from them, I'm able to add a note contextually to that activity. So as a user, if I wanted to add and append something specific to that one email that was received and maybe add my own context to it, I'm able to do that right within the timeline itself. So that's a really, really nice to have feature, I believe. Now I want to introduce a new extension that we published recently called Lead Chain. Now, Lead Chain is a extension that we have to manage social media ads and the leads that are generated from any ads that you have on Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, a few other platforms out there, and be able to take a look at the monetization behind it. So you're able to leverage various social media channels across that, publish ads to them, and then as those ads are generated and we get data from leads that have interacted with those ads, then being able to sync them over into the CRM really easily and effectively. So when you install this extension, you're able to basically map various fields from Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn to fields within the CRM system. And then you're also able to actually get a good glance and a history of all of the chains and the actual interactions and the clicks of those ads and how it processed information and how it got brought into the to the CRM system. You're also able to utilize the API if you wanted to push in another ad source outside of the ones that we have set up already. And currently we integrate with Meta, LinkedIn, and TikTok, and then it pushes back to the CRM, or if you're using Begin, that's also available there too. So if you wanted to take a look at this, here's a quick QR code so you can take a look at the extension. We'll have this available as well offline, but you can go into the marketplace and just look up LeadChain and you'll be able to install it for you. So the next portion of this, we'll talk about productivity. So we introduced a new process flow diagram builder called Kiosk Studio. We're going to have a session over this a little bit later in the day. And what this does is allows us to create various individualized processes that are specific to a portion of your sales process. So we'll be able to introduce like a window sort of concept. Let's just say it's like a discovery call script. Someone would be able to click this button and be able to go through instructions on what they need to do, what fields of information that they need to fill out. And then it gives them that sort of layout all in one snapshot right within the system. Another great feature that we've introduced recently is cadences. This one was really popular and highly demanded as well, but it's the ability for your team to be able to create follow-up sequences within your sales process. So maybe follow-up one for a salesperson is to email their lead. And then based on the based on whether that email is opened or clicked on, we trigger another action to happen, such as a task or a phone call to be scheduled. Based on that phone call, we want to create a third follow-up. So you're able to administer what that procedure should be based on the status of that previous follow-up. And I'm pretty sure this is available for most, if not all. We also have a session later today going over CPQ, configure price and quoting, which is giving us the ability to create price rules and product configurations within your quotes so that you're able to seamlessly create quotes a lot easier, more effectively, and enforce specific discounts or price floors and ceilings as well. One other thing that we've also created is a built-in integration to Zoho Flow. So as you're building a workflow inside the CRM, if you wanted to initiate some sort of third-party action, you could do that using Zoho Flow right within your CRM workflows. So instead of having to create that separately in Zoho Flow, you're able to do it just directly within the CRM. So it makes it a little bit easier to connect with hundreds of different applications based on something that happens inside your CRM system. This is another popular one. We've recently introduced rich text fields for your various modules within the system. So everything for the longest time has been truly just plain text. And now we've enabled the ability of adding in, bold, color coding, all the different things that you'd expect in rich text to be able to, change the look and feel of that. This is also going to be enabled in Notes pretty soon, by the way. That's not available yet, but it is coming. All right. Finally, the last section here, data and platform. Again, we've got a lot of massive updates. We'll only cover a few of them, but you might have seen this already. But we have this new chart view that's available within every single module. So instead of having to go into reports and dashboards and create a new chart or graph, you're able to do it directly within your leads module or opportunities. And you could see really, really fast and easily a type of visualization on that module data. And if you really like it and you think it's a really good chart for you to digest later, you can save it as a dashboard item later on. You could share it with other people. All of that is going to be available. I'll just show that really quickly here. So this is what it would look like. Right now, I'm in my leads module, and I have this as just getting a count of all leads grouped by lead source. Maybe I want to change this to lead owner, and maybe change the chart type So now instead, I'm able to easily just switch between all of these different functions really, really easily. Maybe instead of just a count, I want to do the average annual revenue of leads per salesperson. And so I'm easily able to do that. Using these three dots at the top, I'm able to publish it to for other people to access, or just add it to a dashboard that I can consume later on. So just like we're able to see list views and Kanban views as well, you'll have chart views as another option. For those of you that are using the forecast module to create targets and be able to see the progress of your sales team for their quotas and goals, we've also enabled a more bottom-up approach to forecasting, where users can actually submit what they think is going to be their amount of revenue that they'll generate for this particular month or quarter. So it gives them the ability of submitting something. Managers can go in and approve that or override it if they want. And you'll be able to administer that a little bit differently using this bottom-up approach versus top-down, which is how we've done it for so long. We also enabled the ability of creating custom fiscal year formats. So instead of just having your fiscal year start at a particular month, you're now able to make that a little bit more flexible for your opportunity pipeline and forecasting data by creating various changes to it. So how many periods that there are, how many weeks are in each period, and how that goes from one to the next. Now, this is also a really cool administrative feature that we've created called Data Model, which if you're using Zoho Analytics, you might know what I'm talking about here, but you're basically able to have a diagram of all of your different modules within the CRM and how they're connected with each other, right? So you're able to see that, our opportunities module is linked to our accounts, our contacts, maybe some other custom modules. It's able to actually show that for you in a visualized fashion. And if you needed to use that to get a better understanding of your CRM's architecture, you're able to do that really, really easily using this data model feature. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.